Well, welcome to Valdez #2. We just got back to Valdez from Denali last night, and we heard the pinks were running, and we already have 8 fish or 16 fillets in the refrigerator ready to be canned. And that we got here late last night. We were doing that at 11 o'clock last night.
Yes.
So no video on that, sorry. But right now we're at Valdez Glacier Lake, also known as Iceberg Lake. As you can see, there's icebergs out there.
There's one right there.
There's icebergs floating around to come off of the glacier. So anyhow, this time we're here for a week. We don't leave here until the 28th of July, and the goal is to get all of our canning jars filled with pink salmon canned up. So that's our plan. Right now we're just walking around because we're boondocking over here at Valdez Glacier Lake. Yeah, Valdez Glacier Lake. There's big giant gravel spots you can boondock here, and we're going to a campground this afternoon. So then we'll go back to fishing. All right, let's go catch some fish.
Let's go.
So we went fishing, and we were so busy catching fish and cleaning fish that we forgot to take videos. So here's a handful of fish from Angel and a handful of fish that I caught. It was a good catch. I think we walked away with 17 fish between the 2 days.
Okay, so all those salmon we got yesterday, pink salmon, we have a process going here that we are going to can them. So he is
Sanitizing the lids and the jars.
yes, and the lids in the jars.
I'm going to cut it up and shove it with jalapenos, garlic, salt into the jars.
Yep.
And then outside we've got the pressure cooker set up.
Out here's the pressure cooker. And we can fit, how many can we fit in there, honey?
An even dozen half-pint jars, or half-quart jars in there.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a dozen jars at a time, pressure cooked here. I've got a dozen being sterilized now, and I've got another 2 dozen unopened.
Yes. And we've got different spices. We're gonna, all the YouTubes we watched show a pinch of salt, and then you can add anything you want, and we like spicy, so we're gonna put a tablespoon of jalapeno in some, salt and all, and then we're gonna also try garlic. So, and then here's all our fishies. We've got 2 big gallon, or those quart size? I think they're gallon size. This is all of our fish.
There's a total of 17 salmon there, or 34 fillets.
Yes. So, here we go. Woohoo! Are you excited?
Just waiting for the water to boil.
Okay. Here's our first batch.
Click, did you hear it? No,
Yeah,
seal.
they're popping.
They're sealing.
They're sealing, which is what they're supposed to do. It smells like fishies around here.
Look at them still boil.
And we've got different flavors. We've got
Garlic,
garlic,
jalapeno,
jalapeno,
or just seasoned with salt.
or just seasoned with salt. So,
All right, we got 24 more jars to go.
24 more jars to
24
go.
more jars to go. Let's go get them.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, the first batch we just pulled out of the pressure cooker. I just pulled these 12 jars out of the boiling water. And Angel is re-rinsing the salmon. We filleted and skinned it. So we even took all the skin off. And that's what we're using. We're seasoning them up, cutting them up, and putting them in these jars.
Yay!
I only bought 36 jars, and it looks like we're going to have just enough salmon to do 36 jars. So if not, we'll just have to go do some more fishing.
Exactly.
Alrighty, we've got the second batch in there. We've got 1 hour and 5 left on that before we let it cool. But the first batch, hey, there's Angel. The first batch is cooled, and there it sits. Jalapeno, salt, jalapeno, garlic, jalapeno, salt. Can't wait to try it. Can't wait to try it. What do you think?
Me too. I'm so excited.
Okay, second batch. Angel's actually lifting them out this time.
They're boiling. Look at that. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
They're still boiling.
But the pressure cooker naturally unpressurized itself. And now we're just going to pull them out, let them slowly start cool, and hope all 12 of them seal up with a click and a pop.
Click and a pop.
So we ended up having 3 jars that didn't click sealed. So the next day I made salmon patties, very similar to crab cakes, but made with salmon. And they turned out absolutely delicious.
So we canned all day yesterday. Today we're just going for a walk, and we went over to the big boat harbor as opposed to the small boat harbor. And we're just walking up and down, checking out some of these big, huge fishing boats. I guess there's some pleasure boats out there, but most of them are fishing boats. Just walking around the harbor.
You can go ahead.
I'm not sure I want to.
We're going over Mineral Creek up a 4-wheel drive. A 4-wheel drive road that has beautiful waterfalls and all kinds of cool stuff.
7-ton bridge. We weigh 5,500, so we weigh 2.5 tons. Okay.
This is Mineral Creek Canyon. Very pretty. Four-wheel road. Really only room for one vehicle here.
Waterfall.
There's a waterfall. Yay!
Small one, but a waterfall nonetheless.
Yes. Okay, so we're getting close to a bigger waterfall. Look at that coming down here. All right.
I bet we'll get a really good view of that when we're coming back.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm thinking we might get a really good view of it here in just a second. Whee! Oh, there's another waterfall over there. I don't see it. Oh, one over. Right, so we got to cross where the creek is, where the waterfall is. There it is, over there. Coming down. And here's the creek. We got to go over. We got to go through. And we're through. Woo!
Okay, let's call that a wrap on Valdez number 2.
Number 2.
We got to Valdez after driving the old Denali Highway, and first thing we did was we boondocked over at Iceberg Lake, or Valdez Glacier Lake, also known as Valdez Glacier Lake or Iceberg Lake or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Boondocked there, but we immediately went to the hatchery and saw that the pinks were running pretty heavy. So we came back, grabbed our poles, did some fishing, caught a bunch of fish, went back the next day and caught a bunch more, and then the next day we spent the whole day canning. It was kind of cool getting all that done. That's the first time I've ever canned salmon. But and then after that, we spent some time walking around the harbor, doing some minor hikes or small hikes there at the boat dock. We did do some 4-wheel driving. There is a Mineral Creek 4-wheel drive trail or road that you can take up. It's kind of cool. You get to drive through a river, really big waterfalls, but we did some other hiking out there by the water. So All in all, it was pretty good. We will be going back to Valdez when the cohos start running. But meanwhile, we're going to run up to Palmer and spend some time in Palmer again, kind of our central hub, primarily to go to the fair. So then we'll go back down to Valdez for the coho. So anyhow, for me, probably doing all that canning was probably the most interesting and fun thing, because I've never canned salmon before. Ange?
Yeah, me too. Canning salmon was great fun. Just the whole process of it and putting in different flavors, and then, you know, it's a big process, you know, because especially when you get them out of the bay live, you got to do everything.
Yeah,
so.
from catching them to cleaning them to filleting them to skinning them to sterilizing all the stuff.
Yep.
Load them up with all the seasoning, pressure cooking. We did have 3 cans that did not click seal, or 3 of the jars did not click seal. So we took those 3 the next day, and I made
Salmon patties.
Salmon patties, basically like crab cakes, but with salmon.
Yep.
And those turned out really good. I just fried them up in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. So I mean, those turned out really, really good.
They were yummy.
So we're hoping that when we come back to Valdez, we'll get a bunch of cohos and get those all done up. So.
Yep, those are salmon. Those will be salmon steaks.
Yep. Nice big thick red meat.
Yeah, beautiful meat. Yeah.
So anyhow, thanks for coming along on our 2025 Alaska trip. It's still going, and hopefully it will continue to be trouble-free and enjoyment for everyone involved. So if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button. All right, let's go to Palmer.
Let's go.